Hello everyone, welcome to my league match against yoifuro. Just a regular league match, so 6 games, alternating starts. Let's see what we have. We've got a 5-2 opening, which first blush looks pretty good. There's no 4s. So trashing, there's upgrade. Kind of like upgrades, kind of comes into like gold or whatever. That seemed great. There's tactician. Can you do double attack stuff? There's not really mid-turn payload. Like that upgrade to upgrade some stuff, but there's no force. You can't really upgrade your 3s. There's swamp hack for money. Like there's develop. Like probably don't want double attack stuff. There's native village for actions, catacombs for draw, as well as tactician. I think I'm just gonna open upgrade delve, upgrade courtyard perhaps. Yeah, okay, seems pretty good. So there's summon, but that doesn't seem great. I can summon develop, I guess. Let's immediately develop a state into like silver. And then buy like courtyard, but then I don't have an upgrade. I develop instead, that does seem great. I think it was an upgrade to get rid of my coppers and my states. Alright, we both have 5-2. Alright, fair enough. So if I courtyard, so I've got 12 cards in deck, opening 5, draw 3 up to 8, down 1 to 7. So then my next hand will be 5 card hand. So if I then like have upgrade in the second part of the shuffle, like second hand, then I miss the shuffle. That seems fine. Could also get silver, but I'm gonna get a lot of silver with upgrading in the states, so I think I'd rather just courtyard. Actually, I failed to look at plus buy. There's capitals plus buy. And like tactician, perhaps. I want capital at some point, but there's a lot of 5s you want here. I guess there's upgrade. Probably want 2 or 3 copies of swamp hack, maybe some catacombs if you want to draw. And like then after you get that control, you can get capital for just like plus buy. Can like mine silvers into capitals even if you really want to. I'm not sure if that's any good, but it's there. Could delve nativeville. Don't hate it. Do want some amount of silver. I like to buy a lot of 5s. Native village might be too soon, but I'm gonna have upgrade 3 coppers here. Like otherwise, I don't want 2 silver. I don't want silver courtyard, so guess I'll just do this. Alright, second 5 for my opponent. Slightly better, but I'm still player 1, so should be like half turn ahead. So that's probably going to be develop. Probably just get a second upgrade. in their spot before getting the other 5s, I think. Yeah. I'm not even sure if it develops even any good here. Like there is no 1 cost, no 4 cost, and no 7 cost. So you only ever get 1 card of it. Like you can develop silvers into other stuff. Like I'm considering just trashing copper here instead of trashing estate, because then I won't add another card to the deck. I think I might take Delve second courtyard. So like these 8 cards are 3 copper, 2 estates, native hill, courtyard, silver. So if I hit native village into courtyard, then I trigger the shuffle. I think I do want a native village in the shuffle if I do, but then not if I do that courtyard actually. I could do get rid of the estates. I just don't think develops very good here. I'll just get more 5s. Gonna take a courtyard here. Actually, I'm gonna trigger the shuffle. I want a courtyard in there and not a native village. If I don't, then I might as well just buy a native village this turn. So I didn't hit my courtyard, unfortunately. So then the question is, I'm probably gonna get a native village, but do I want another silver or do I want nothing instead? That state's nice. Is silver better than nothing here? I've already got 3, I think. I think I delved twice. Yeah. I'm gonna have 2 more in the deck at some point. I think I'd rather just get some deck control first, and then later I'm once I have deck control, it's very easy to gain more silvers when you want them with delve, so I'm not too worried. I guess I could set aside courtyard there instead. Let me think about that, actually. I thought like courtyard. Because I'm already buying a 5 here. Might as well just put that courtyard and buy upgrade, I think, still. And here, very nice, hit my native hill, so. So if I play my native village here, set aside, I have a 1/3 risk of setting aside upgrade. Then again, I'll be able to pick it up along with my estate with my next native hill. Picking up copper estate and adding them to the deck is pretty bad. So I think I'm still going to just set aside. I guess if I pick up, like if I set aside a trigger to shuffle without upgrading it, if I pick up, then I have a shuffle with upgrading it, but also with an additional state in copper. So I think I'd rather just trigger that shuffle. Because that other shuffle also has an upgrade in it, so I think it should be fine. Catacombs, alright. Alright, didn't hit the upgrade, that's nice. Do I want catacombs? I've already got 2 courtyards. I don't think I want catacombs. I think I'd rather just swamp hag. Perhaps. I think it's too soon for mine. Do I think I want 3 upgrades in my deck? Perhaps I do. Maybe I do. Maybe the 3rd upgrade's not too bad. I just rush through these coppers. And then at some point just turn upgrades into golds. Perhaps just thin silvers. I don't know. I do not know. I guess perhaps there's some tactician build where I just have a bunch of swamp hags and just like get 9 coins off a swamp hag, play tactician, like play native villages, swamp hags, play tactician. That does require 6 swamp hags though. I think I'm gonna. I guess the curses don't impact the opponents as much given upgrade on the board. I really want to summon something. I think I'm just gonna go for the upgrade thin. Right, so one of these 2 cards is native village. Let's go 1 and 2 shot of hitting that. If I don't hit, I might just not play the courtyard to not trigger a shuffle without the upgrade in it. Buy the native village. Alright, so I'm just gonna set aside because I think this is not a good card. I had 3 coppers, trashed 1, 2 set aside here, so I think this is a copper. I guess I can use native village to set aside something and then trash other things. I guess I'll just do this. Set the silver side with native fill. Hopefully draw some copper. Are there good cards in these 5 cards? There's another courtyard. At which point I might just trash the silver. Copper. This seems fine. Trashed like 3 cards. Set aside 2 more over here. We'll very likely hit 5 here. So now I'm not too far behind in thinning anymore. I feel like I used to be behind, but now that I've trashed 3 more cards, seems pretty good. I do think buying a mine is better than buying a capital. You can use mine to turn silver into capital. They do have a mine in your deck, but summon courtyard. Alright. Right, got native village, very nice. Right, courtyard. Guess I'll pick up now. Could trash 2 more cards. Could even set aside. Like, could use it upgrade the state into silver. Set aside that card. Could also just top like silver. Set that aside. Because it doesn't really matter. I think I ought to just thin 2 copper rather than get rid of the estate. This copper isn't really doing much for me. No, I guess I don't mind another silver. I guess I do mind another silver actually. It's gonna take a mine. Well, cause like I did draw this turn, but that's because I like put 5 cards in my hand with native village. I did thin 3 cards though. Like if I buy mine, I'm not gonna draw a deck, I don't think. But I guess that's fine. Let's set aside the estate. Do you want to delve anything? I don't think so. I'm gonna mine something next turn. I have 7 left with capital, so I could delve and 5 that turn. Seems fine. So what I do, but depends on whatever I draw with the upgrade. I'm not sure. Like, I'm gonna play the upgrade in the copper, I'm pretty sure, but then not quite sure what I'm gonna do with the second upgrade, whether I'm even gonna play it or not. Like if I draw the 3rd upgrade, I'm just gonna play the second one, probably upgrade the 3rd one into gold. If I draw another copper, I'm just gonna thin that. If I draw native village would be the best draw, I think. I can just play native village, set aside, courtyard. Probably another native village, pick up or whatever. I guess we will see. So what is drawing deck? But they... Alright. We have 5 cards to the side. So I've trashed 6 of my coppers. Alright. So they still have 4 left. Most of which are probably on their native village mat. So they're just buying the capital. I think I'll just play it and like risk it and just trash silver. Could also just play the courtyard top deck upgrade. Or top deck some other stuff. Could also just upgrade the upgrade, then courtyard. I think I will do that. Like the upgrades, the third upgrade's not doing anything anymore. Top deck native village, I think. Like native villages is kind of like enables courtyard stuff. Like that allows you to draw into the mine. So I can either buy catacombs or summon courtyard. Could also delve if I want to. I think I will take catacombs. Maybe I can't need a native village. I think I've only got 2 of them. Or do I have 3? I think I've got 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, all right. 3 is fine. I think something like is courtyard that much worse than catacombs? I guess so. Do I take a silver? I think I still have 4 silvers. 4 silvers and gold seems plenty. That's like 11. I'm gonna turn 1 into capital. No, I think I will take 1 because I kind of want 16 without counting capital at some point, which I might be able to do with mining silvers into golds. So 4 silvers. There's 3 silvers and a capital is total 4 gold. So I do think I want 1 more. This last card is I think another native village. So might as well just set that aside. And then draw with courtyard. Play the other pickup probably. I think I'm probably gonna try to like upgrade at the end, then play my last native village. To like set aside the silver that I gain with the upgrade. I'm not entirely sure yet, but we'll see. Opponent now also trashing bunch of copper. Only 2 left for them. Yes, I put 5 cards in hand. I don't know, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the second upgrade. I guess I'll just like trash estate and the last copper with these 2 upgrades, and then afterwards I'm just going to upgrade the other upgrade into gold. which will leave me with like 6 gold. If I don't gain any more money and I just mine all this over into golds, I will have gotten 6 gold. 18 with the capital is enough for double province. Might be building a bit too much, I'm not sure. Like overbuilding by like 2-ish turns perhaps. I don't know. Like last turn, if I had, like if that mine was a capital, it would have been way better, because then I would have been able to buy a 2 and a 5 rather than delve for silver without getting any debt. I think it's still fine though. Still not entirely sure about the taxation skip here. It's just that you don't really need to draw. Like skipping a turn is pretty bad. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm not sure. I was thinking maybe I'm accidentally playing a silver subscription, but I guess that's fine. My subscription did end like halfway through the season, I think. It's fine though. I was thinking these are an awful lot of seaside cards, but and like intrigue as well. But there's also a Dark Ages and Adventures card, so I don't know. It suits you buys with 8 plus some out of that. Just delve summon. Okay. But didn't they have? How come they only got to repay 5? They had 8 actual money. They spent 7. Oh, and they also bond money for this. Alright, fair enough. Missed that one. So aside. Draw this. Top like whatever. This is actually kind of awkward. I need to pick up and then decide whether I top deck and then play upgrade to like hopefully draw a card. I should have upgraded that opening hand. Then I need to not have to pick up halfway through my turn with the second native village. Then I would have had to upgrade like a silver. Topic silver. Sunset silver, draw a gold. Guess I could just province here. So the problem is I don't have a native village for this next turn. I've got like 2 cards and a catacombs in there. So I kind of need to summon native village, I think. I'll keep around the tiebreaker state. Don't need this copper. Don't think I want to delve. I could though, I've got a lot of draw coming in next turn. I think I will actually. So this card is a courtyard. I think I can afford to set that one aside. Don't need to pick up. Maybe summoning courtyard would have been better that one turn than buying catacombs. I don't know. The catacombs is +1 draw and some more selection. It's like it changes. You can choose either way more reliability the next turn or more reliability on later turns. I'm not sure which one of those is optimal in that specific turn. I'm gonna set aside then play. I'm gonna set aside on my turn then play catacombs. Try to find like something. I don't know. Let's see what I hit. Oh, it's just trying to find a native village, so I can like put the top deck kind of courtyard in hand, get to play my draw, and then I can just draw back to whatever I discarded. So they upgraded catacombs. I don't think they need to draw, which, well, they overdrew by 0 this turn. Actually, slightly underdrew because they didn't draw these. So if they don't buy draw here, I think they're gonna have trouble drawing deck. So they played 3 native villages for setting aside and then drew all 3. Right, so they do. Okay. So they did all that just to gain like native village gold. Not sure whether that was optimal for them, but I don't know. That's mine. Oh, I had second courtyard in my last hand. Apparently, did I? I guess I did. Well, setting my side is even better, so I'll take it. I'll take those. So I've got 2 more native village, so I can afford to set aside 1 here. So I need to draw my other native village now. I don't think it matters whatever I set aside here. I could pick up like top deck, I said, pick up native village, set aside a state. It's probably gonna upgrade this, upgrade it to gold. Pick up. I think last card is a silver. So aside state. It was. Let's trash this, getting gold. Mine. So much capital. So I've got 16 coins in deck, right? Yes. So I can like just double province. For double province every turn, I'm gonna have some draw problems, I think. think I'd just province Catacombs here, and then try to double province every turn from now on. Seems decent. I think that makes sense. Could summon Courtyard instead of Catacombs. Perhaps that's better. Yeah, I think I like that a bit better. Because I really need to hit Native Village for me to be able to like, I have to have Native Village in my opening hand or my deck doesn't really do much. I guess I didn't really thin. It's like drawing 3 rather than drawing 2 is way better for like future turns. I guess I can just use Courtyard to top deck Native Village in future turns because I do have spare action, I think. If I only play 3 Native Village in a turn, I can play. Guess I won't be able to. No, I'm just gonna get Catacombs. Right, that's a thing, I guess. I guess I'll just single province. I mean, that is the outside of having a lot of yellow cards in your deck. Good news is, I'm very likely to have Native Village and draw my next hand, so that's nice. So if they like double province and I single province, like they can't really double province because I will have like if I then double province, I've got a tiebreaker state. So this isn't as bad as it might have been. That was the last copper, yes. So they also still have an upgrade. The weird thing about this board is you can't upgrade into green cards ever because there's no 4 cost and no 1 cost, and I guess also no 7 cost, but those are pretty rare, as are 1 costs, I guess. And like there's no 4s you can like upgrade into duchies for like duchy threads, like points threads. Guess I have triple province threats because I can just like mine another capital if I need to at some point. Like I could probably pretty easily triple province next turn, I think. Well, I wouldn't need to draw all these yellow cards that I have here. I guess it's just some of them is fine. Like double capital on in itself. Like assuming there's only 3 provinces left in the pile. Like if I don't need to pay off debt, then I can just like play 2 capitals and play any 2 other yellow cards to just triple province. Wait, no, that's double. I'm failing at math. So I need to have 2 capitals along with 12. I've got like another gold and silver in those 14 cards, I think. So do they just buy the last Native Village here for 1 debt? Seems fine. Because they don't really have enough money. So I've only got 1 gold and 4 silver, I think, and I've got 5 silver and 2 gold. So I think this is all their money. Just like 11 plus capital. Right. I think that's accurate. Did I play 5 silvers last turn? Yes. And I gained another gold. Actually, I think they're just like, they don't have enough money. So they might even need to delve. But they also don't really have the draw because they have a bunch of courtyards and stuff, catacombs. They do have another catacombs that they didn't play. They probably didn't reach it here. Yeah, let's see good we have here for them. Like they kind of need to stay relatively even on points, but they also need to develop their economy. They can't do both without taking a bunch of debt here. Like if they take a bunch of debt, then like having developed their economy doesn't really accomplish much. Or won't really have accomplished much. I feel like I'm in a pretty good spot. Even with this dot here. Like the mine was probably a mistake, probably should have just been capital. But it does create the pressure I talked about a bit earlier with the mid-turn getting a second capital. I'm kind of looking at this pillage for, like, if I don't win on my next turn, like on my, not this turn, but the turn afterwards, like if I don't like triple safely, then I could like pillage probably, like buy pillage and pillage the turn after. But then yeah, I don't know. Like I probably, if I don't win on my next hand, then the game will likely have ended on the turn on the hand after that one. So then having pillaged that turn doesn't really do anything. So probably not worth it still. They're thinking a long while. Then again, so do I often, so. I'm not sure what else to say about this kingdom. I think I've hit on most of the points. I think one of the more interesting decisions here is like, do you catacombs or do you summon courtyard? Like if I had summoned courtyard here, my turn might have been saved, but I'd say I go for more draw, but and taking a lot of debt. Not sure if I like that. Right, this hand shit This hand should draw. I guess I still don't have enough economy, right? They might draw now, but drawing doesn't accomplish that much. There's a cute thing you can do with like top taking something courtyard and then using catacombs to discard that one card and two others, but I think we should kind of play Native Village, set aside, then do catacombs first. Squeaky squeaky chair. Alright, so they have successfully drawn deck, but what can they do with that? Like, there's also no pile pressure on this board. Like, courtyards and native village are low, but there's no third pile. Like, they have one catacombs, but doesn't really do much. Alright, so they do get rid of their second upgrade finally. So now they, I guess, wait, they didn't, yeah, so they have two more, no, they have one more native village, so they can't, I don't think they've played all their draw. Perhaps they have one more courtyard. Yeah, probably have one more courtyard. They can use to draw the gold, but I can just set aside this gold. That also works. Oh, there's also, oh, there's still 4 cards over there. Oh wow. Pretty my stream disconnected. Should be back now though. Weird. Wait, you can? Not sure what's happening with the stream, but the recording should still be alright. Yeah, so they want to have 10 coins here. And they top decked. What did they top deck actually? I guess you'd probably like to top the native village, but I think they already went through all the native villages there. Capital. I think I'll catacombs first. Okay, this hand has a native village, so I think it's good enough. Although upgrade and gold are pretty bad. I think there's one more native village in these 5 cards, so that runs the risk of. Yeah, I think that does run the risk of, like, if I play this native village and set aside the other native village, that would be pretty bad. Could just like put in a hand with these though. So I got this card. Yeah, because now I'm 50% to set aside native village, so I think I kind of have to put these in hand. Play this. Could like top deck, point card, native village, set aside, play courtyard, top deck on a point card, native village, set aside. Seems pretty good. So those 2 cards are. What are those 2 cards? Probably some more money. Like there's a province and an upgrade, I think. Got 2 provinces. Didn't play an upgrade. Yeah, so province upgrade. I think just put this in hand. I could just triple here, like if I mine silver into capital, that's 8 plus 6, 14. Double capital, it's 26, and I will remain with 8 dead. That seems fine though. Not 10 dead. Like still seems fine because I can just like play 18 coins next turn along with these capitals. Should be fine. I can make sure that my deck was 2 green cards thinner, so I think that turn went about as well as it could have. Like I did top deck an upgrade in province, which makes this hand kind of weak, but I'm not sure if I probably could have avoided that in some way. Not entirely sure how, but right, they deaded. They kind of have the duchy, but like, I mean, their deck like gets even worse. Let's see what I can do. Not much, it seems. Just top like this, pay off 5 dead. So this is already enough, right? This is 12, 14. Minus 5 is 9, yeah. So I can just buy the last province next turn. Last spectators. So they did top like a card last turn. Probably native village, but I don't think there's any sequence of draws where they can like win or catch up or something similar. Like they of course don't know that I have it in hand, so like they probably get to double duchy here. 6 points to 21. They still need to like, but then even if they double duchy like, and I completely dud again, like even province duchy for their next turn isn't good enough. Like you can, I guess, upgrade 2 gold into develop, then develop a gold into duchy to have another, like to be able to gain another green card in a turn. I can like develop silver into a state. Like, I think still top deck the green card, which doesn't seem attractive. I guess you can just then set it aside with native fill. Alright, so point is I'm doing a bunch of stuff, but still haven't drawn their deck. I think they still have another courtyard and no other terminals, so I've got 2 catacombs, they've trashed 1 and gained 1, so that's our last catacombs. That's all the native villages. I think I've got 2 courtyards. And they've got 5. Which I did end up liking the mine. Still not sure if it's optimal or not, but it did allow me to triple. It's nice. Like late game gives a whole bunch of threats. So I don't think like what they do here matters. So, which again they don't know, but like I would have to dud completely twice more. Which I think would be impossible for that perspective even. I probably made him type instead of thinking, but like this game is already almost taken an hour, and it's not like I don't think it's an hour-long kingdom, or I don't think it should be an hour-long kingdom. That is. Last courtyard. Just double dutchy. Oh, they have a second capital. Wait. Oh, they bought second capital last turn. Okay, I can't completely forgot that. What did they? Turn before? Oh, the turn before. Alright. Guess I can triple dutchy then. Another summon in courtyard. Not sure if I like that. Like I said, I only have to take 1 death for it. Alright. So that is 1-0, first player win. Second player out, so this is game 2. So let's see what we have. Right, trashing, junk dealer, moneylender. Let's wave the mouse as menagerie. Ooh, that's spicy. Also, stomaching is trashing kind of. Wave the mouse menagerie seems real powerful. Alright, so there's draw, there's menagerie, hunting party, mastermind kind of. I guess there's no villages after the mastermind. There's groom as gainer, storeroom, like summation gives a bunch of power pressure. I think I'm just gonna open moneylender as my terminal of choice. Like you don't actually mind collecting terminals because of the mouse, I think. Like we'd rather not, but I might just storeroom instead of silver here. Maybe. I guess the storeroom doesn't actually ever hit 5. I guess it's pretty weak. Could like stonemason into like either menagerie or thin coppers. I don't really need help thin coppers though. I think I want a bunch of 5, so I do want silver. So I just take junk dealer here, probably is my first 5. Junk dealer seems great. You can like thin all your starter cards and have menagerie proc, and then later in the game you can just menagerie it instead of having to play it by trashing something. They kind of whiffed on their turn 3. Alright, so I have 4 here rather than 5. So unfortunately no double 5, but that's fine. So these 2 cards are 2 copper, I'm pretty sure. Do I just take second moneylender? No, I've probably got a junk dealer. There's no good overpays for stonemason here. Could take bard, I guess. Might take Stormroom. Like Storm Silver is a 5 cost, but seems pretty weak. I think Bard is fine-ish. Because just take Groom. With Groom, there's not a lot of good gains. I guess Groom just gains menageries. Seems fine. And the horses are pretty decent, I think. I'll take 1. So kinda wanna hit 5 again. Just kinda wanna mouse this Groom. Like I've only got a single estate. No, I've got 2 estates. That's 1 and 4 to whiff on 5, and the rest of the cards will hit 5, I think. So I think I'd rather try to hit a 5 than to gain 2 4s. Unfortunately, hit the estate, so that's a bummer. I think taking 1 and 4 is still correct. I would love a second junk dealer. I think I would take second junk dealer over first hunting party. It's gonna take more menageries. Right, now we don't get to trashing estate, but maybe trashing copper is even better than trashing estate with menagerie. So seems fine. There's also Moneylender in one of those 2 cards, which I would like to hit. I do, that's nice. But just didn't really do much the last turn. Yeah, we'll take second junk dealer. Could also mastermind. I think I'd rather have a second junk dealer first. And then, ooh, this sounds pretty bad. Well, could have considered stonemason for 2 4s, but I think the junk dealer's pretty good. It's gonna Groom. Maybe Stormroom for the buy. Probably want 1 at some point, so might as well take it now. It's another unique for menagerie. I don't think I'm buying a stonemason for nothing. I guess I will buy menagerie for nothing. Man, both mouse menagerie is so stupid. I think I did get some unlucky draws, but I think my opponent did as well, so not too concerned yet. That sounds good. Can junk dealer copper, then hopefully menagerie something. Like unless I draw another copper. Drawing copper would be bad. So I can stonemason for 2 5s. That seems great. Like I had 6 at 1 turn, so I couldn't stonemason for 2 5s unfortunately, but so I go for hunting parties. I'm not sure if you need hunting parties given menagerie. So unfortunately don't get to do all the things. think I'll menagerie this. I think there's another junk dealer in there, right? Or did I just buy this shuffle? No, there's a junk dealer in there, so. Right, got there. 6 again. I'll get a mastermind here. Mastermind is like your village. Right, so I get to probably menagerie the stonemason. I don't think the stonemason effects do much here. Trash 6. Which means they have touched trashed 5. I still got 3 estates though, which is not great, but guess I'll manage, hopefully. Even more hunting parties, alright. Draw some more. Guess I don't have much money here. If there's another junk in there, which I would like to draw. I'm gonna have to play a mastermind here. And I guess do nothing. Like overdraw with storeroom is pretty good. I think I need to be worried about like my money situation. I don't think I want to groom for a state. That seems pretty bad. I'll play my junk dealer, get rid of this state. Play this. I guess I still have 3. Oh, I still have 5 even. Ooh, that's nice. Got another mastermind in here. Don't mind if I do. I think I'm quite likely to proc 2 menageries. I think my only double in my deck currently is Groom and junk dealer, I guess. So I could mastermind this junk dealer. Like menagerie it first, then probably like trash a second groom if I draw it. Menagerie again. I guess I can just also just like mastermind the groom, probably menagerie twice, and then if I draw the second junk dealer, that's still fine because then I can just like use anything else to menagerie. Seems fine. Because if I'm menagerie groom, I can just gain 2 silvers. Do I want 2 silvers though? Don't think so. I think I just want to get some bards in my deck, like for money. I guess the downside of masterminding a groom is that if I want to gain something with it, it gives me one fewer action. But like, I guess it's similar if I mastermind something else for triple menagerie and then just play groom as a single terminal. Alright, get to overdraw. And then gain bard. This is great. Everything's great. Last card is storeroom. I can just like discard a whole bunch. I might even trash a horse here, perhaps. And then everything is just online all the time with menagerie. I guess storeroom a bunch. Guess I can just like use the horse to storeroom. Don't think I need the tiebreaker states. I'll just trash the second junk leader, I guess. Seems fine. Then I can just always mastermind my groom without having to hit. So if I discard, I think I can discard almost everything. I can just keep 2 actions in hand and discard the rest. I think I just menagerie twice to draw a whole bunch of stuff, then probably play 1 horse. Probably want to menagerie these 2. Might want to actually play Moneylander as normal. Probably want to discard what the cards I want to play as my terminals. Could be greedy and like this kind of another thing, but then if I like randomly draw these 3 cards, which is very, very unlikely, but and it's only like 1 more coin, so I don't think that's worth it. Like this is 6 cards, it's 9 with 3 more coins. I need 5 more coins. I have no more than enough money for my 2 buys. Might want another storeroom actually for the buy. Guess I can stonemason Moneylander to gain storeroom perhaps. No such luck. So I want to play which terminals? Definitely want to play Mastermind. And then the other terminal could be Groom, could be Stonemason, could be Moneylander. Don't think it's Bard. Don't think I want a second silver. Gets in the way of my menageries too much, I think. Could just take more storerooms, I guess. Could take another horse. So I'm gonna buy Mastermind Hunting Party probably. Like Hunting Party just as a, well, yeah, just as a unique. I could keep the groom on the top deck, I guess. Then I definitely can mastermind the groom. That seems fine actually. Then I can play the bard. I want to stonemason. I can play the bard. Oh, I'll discard you. I mean, it's. I think I'll just keep it as a menagerie. Seems fine. So definitely mastermind. Could also just double mastermind actually. Then I don't get to play any other terminals next turn. Seems fine. Yeah, because I want to have a lot of actions to turn afterwards, I think. So as long as I don't draw my mastermind, this groom is gonna draw a bunch. So yeah, I know I did ask my opponent to play quicker and then proceed to take a whole bunch of time that turn, but I think this is a more complicated board than the last one by a decent margin. I guess I could mastermind this mastermind, then I only have one other terminal this turn. Could be worth it. So now I have. I could mastermind. Yeah, mastermind. Then I don't have. No, but then I can't play my storeroom if I want to play my other mastermind as well. Unless I mastermind. I guess I could mastermind mouse. And then I have 2 more terminals for my other mastermind in my storeroom. I think I'd rather just mastermind groom here though, and then just, well. So I've got 4 terminal space, regardless of what I do, right? Because either I create terminal space by masterminding something as menagerie, or I use terminal space by either playing a terminal or not using a terminal as menagerie for mastermind. So actually mastermind here uses up 3 terminals, but also creates 3 masterminds next turn, which is like 9 actions. So I can either mastermind here to gain 3 mastermind copies, or I can just, like, then buy storeroom, I'll play storeroom this turn. Or I can, like, create 3 actions with mastermind with the mouse, and then use 3 of those actions to play 3 individual masterminds. The latter just seems worse, because then I have 3 masterminds coming in next turn and like 3 in play. Or I have 3 masterminds coming in next turn with only 2 of them in play, due to having masterminded a single mastermind card. I think I would prefer starting next turn with. Oh no, never mind. I do need an action after playing my storeroom to draw back up. So I think I do need to. I could mastermind this mastermind twice and then menagerie the groom. But then, no, it doesn't work. And then like create an action with it. And then afterwards, like mouse it for a non-proc. Menagerie, oh boy. I think it's still slightly better to do this. The second time, third time, mouse it, create an action. Then menagerie this. Menagerie this. Just draw with this. This isn't gonna get played. Then storeroom for exactly 1 whole bunch. Something like this, probably. Does this tiebreaker state matter? I don't think it does. It's also not in a way, but like if I trash the tiebreaker state, I can groom a state. But groom a state is just worse than using Groomer's Menagerie, so I want to use my last terminal to mastermind anyway, so might as well just draw with this. You can play this junk dealer. If I do, I get to like province and 5. Do I? No, I'm 1 short. Doesn't even work. This is buy, right? Yeah, not gain. Is there something I can do with stonemason stuff here? I don't think so. I think there probably is next turn. So do you want a province here? Good province in a 4 or province in a storeroom. I don't hate province storeroom. Gives me a lot of money. I don't think I need more masterminds. Gonna have 3 mastermind triggers coming in next turn, so up to 9 terminal space. Could like groom estate, then junk dealer estate for additional coin if I need it. Don't think I will. Let's do this and this. I think it's safe against pilots. And next turn I could probably just. Right, so stomach mastermind 7. I guess play my stonemason in my hand. I think I'm gonna mastermind the storeroom to menagerie, discard probably. Anyway, what was I saying? Right, I can just pile with like playing my stonemason in hand to take 2 grooms. Stonemason mastermind. Stonemason groom twice. That's 3 stonemasons and 2 piles. Then need to have 2 more stonemasons. Just like 4 storeroom plays. I guess I'll pile storeroom myself mastermind so I can stonemason something into 2 storerooms. Probably. Because I think my only duplicate copies are 2 grooms, 2 horses, only 1 mastermind, so that's not. So it's only 2 grooms, 2 horses? Oh, 2 storerooms, right. So unless this storeroom stuff draws a horse, I get to menagerie proc twice, and then discard a bunch. And probably menagerie, like play horse as menagerie. I think I should be able to win the game next turn. Need 7 coins. Stonemason for storeroom twice is 17. The stonemason is 21. Single stonemason is 23. With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buys. Should be possible, I think. Maybe? I don't know. Guess we'll see. Like, and that assumes that they don't lower any piles. They did a good job of dodging the second silver with hunting party. I guess I discarded it once. Yeah, so they dodged silver here. So they have to catch up in points a bit. But then what do you do here? Another hunting party. Alright, unfortunate. I guess I can discard and then. Oh, sorry about that. Use this to discard some stuff and then play it as a menagerie again. That works. Just can do this. That's for cards. I think I don't want to discard for cards. I think I wanna, like, these are a bunch of actions. Discard 6 for money. And mouse. Mastermind. I guess I can have groom plays as well. I can just alt-power grooms if I have enough actions. Mouse. I've got another mastermind. Oh, maybe I should. Oh, this was probably bad. I guess I just groom thrice. There's also stonemason. To like gain all the storerooms. Then I only need to have 3 buys. Like I can then stonemason, mastermind, stonemason. That was a lot of stonemasons in quick succession. So I think I will. Mastermind, stonemason. This card doesn't do anything. Probably this one. Not sure if this is good, but I think it should be. So these are 2 more storerooms and like 2 other action cards, I think. So do this. Got a bunch of stuff. I need 7 plus 4 plus 4 is 15 coins. There's got second storm as well. I think I'm there. All right, what is it? I mentioned 7 plus 4 is 11 plus 4 is 15. Got a points lead. 3 piles. Right. All right. That was a fun game. All right. Game 3. Let's see what we have. Right, trashing, raise, necro. Let's invest. Got a 3-4 though, so no investing turn 1 for me. There is a bunch of draw, but no action. So single terminal, is it always single terminal? No way to get random stuff? No, I don't think so. Probably just gonna open raise. Seems good. Might invest artificer perhaps. Well, artificer is not going to be good without any draw, so could like invest necro. Could also not invest. Not sure about that forecast yet. Second turn play, I mean. Might be Marauder. Like the trashing, like the junking seems good. And like spoils aren't that bad either. And at some point, you're seeing like it's looking kind of money-ish, actually. It's like at some point you just swap out your Marauder for hunting grounds, like raise your Marauder. And then just use your hunting grounds for money. And then later in the game you can raise your hunting grounds for points. I think the junking seems fine. Opponent opening. Oh, investing in raise. Okay. Guess I have them draw 2 cards here because I do want another raise, I think. I could not take raise instead. Guess given that they invested in raise, I might not have wanted to buy Marauder, but I think if I force them to play their raises on ruins, that means I get ahead. I could just not take the second raise here. Just take silver instead. Silver's not the worst ever. Because if I give them 2 cards here, then if they raise an estate, they trigger shuffle. I guess shuffle will only be... No, never mind. That's not true. Nope, never mind. I think I'll just take 7 silver. I don't think second raise is worth giving them 2 cards. Unfortunately, my own raise is missing the shuffle. My opponent's going for artificer. So the current hand has probably a raise in some estates. So it's probably a dud, so I don't really want to give them cards now. Like if they give them 2 cards, they're gonna have a they get to buy something useful rather than something not useful. I guess they're 100% to be able to buy a raise at least. I think I'll still take another silver over raise. I guess if they raise their raise misses to shuffle as well. So that seems fine. So I choose not to discard the raise. So if I spoils, I can buy gold. Or like a high cost card, like hunting grounds perhaps. Which of those two is better here? I think I'll take a hunting ground, and then like if that hunting ground draws my marauder or raise, then I think that's fine. I think I'm just gonna be more than 3 coins on average. I might get to play my marauder here. Probably buy necro. Could like invest in something, I guess. Would have invested in Marauder if they didn't buy it already, I think. Might buy a chip at some point this game. I guess Necromancer also works against Ruins with the Apprentice. That's kind of nice. 5, probably Artificer. I get Cantrip. Cantrip seems fine. I'll just take second Necro over the Artificer. Artificer is also just a peddler, if I want it to be. So I'll take Artificer over Necromancer. So there's also a raise in these 6 cards, I think. Pretty sure I haven't played my raise yet. Nope, it's a fresh shuffle, so. Could apprentice this Marauder. Could apprentice this Hunting Grounds. Next apprentice Marauder and then buy one again. Don't think I want a Duchy yet without Hunting Grounds, so. Oh, I get to raise? Ooh, wait. Ah, that's kind of nice. Raise copper then play Marauder. Don't mind raising copper. Not the best turn, but this way I don't have my raise missed shuffle. I kind of want to play it as much as possible. I think junking them is decent value. Like I could have raised the Marauder and tried to find it the raise and the raise cover, but at the point I might as well just apprentice Marauder. I think junking them and thinning a copper is better than not junking them, like then playing raise on a copper and buying it back to Marauder. Even though this turn is worse because of it. But just quickly thinning coppers. Does Changeling do anything here? I don't think so. I think I'd rather just have silver. Changeling might be value once I have golds, but speaking of, this is going to be a gold, I think. Keep one of the spoilers around. +1 buy. Ruined market, doing work. Yeah, Necro's good. Still invested. Still collect my terminals, but guess that's fine. I get to Artificer some of them. I could raise a state, take something, Artificer, discard 3 cards that aren't hunting grounds, and then play my hunting grounds. Excuse me. I'll get a Necromancer even. What does Necromancer do for me? I get to apprentice the Marauder if I want to. An Artificer. Something. Gotta just check the silver, I guess. Try to buy an expensive card. Oh, you can like apprentice something, artifice or something. The Necromancer Mason to trash it. Oh yeah. That's doesn't seem very good. Guess I'll take the raise and then like play the Artificer, and if I like draw a copper or a state, I get to raise it. Alright. Seems fine. I think drawing some stuff is better than playing Marauder. Take second Necro. Necro seems pretty decent here. I think perhaps I should just invest in Necro, but like my opponent already has one, so I don't know. I really don't know. Like, never know how to play invest. Right, I got to apprentice in the library here, so that's nice. Like maybe I should have invested the Necromancer that one turn that I bought it instead of buying it. Because then that prevents, like, I junked them more than it junked me, so that prevents them from... But then they can also just like buy the Necro and give me 2 cards. I don't know. Discards Artificer, alright. Like, I'm not sure about the endgame of this kingdom. Kinda like this art. Kinda hate all Necromancer art. Like, it's real bad, I think. So I wanna apprentice this. I'll probably raise some other stuff. Raise states. Guess I'll take the Marauder. And then use this Necro to raise copper. That leaves me with 2 coins. Could take the copper, raise Ruined Library, buy a 4 cost, but then I don't play the Marauder. Playing the Marauder kind of like getting a gold one shot. Seems pretty good. Because a Necro, raise, library. It's good Necro Spy even. Kind of want to raise though. I hit Marauder, Necro raised library. I could buy Changeling. I think Changeling's fine now with Gold, Necro, and Artificer in my deck. I don't think I want to like actively keep runes around for Apprentice. I think like I've already got one in my discard pile, so. So raise. I guess it's kind of fun that I can get by now from Necromancer, even though I never had a market. I think it doesn't seem worth it. Like, fives aren't that much, aren't that good. So I could choose not to play this Hunting Grounds, because I think there's a gold in these 3 cards. Yes. I want to draw that and not have this Hunting Grounds miss a shuffle as well. I guess if I draw it, then I don't need to play the spoils to buy something good. I'm not sure. If they spied, then Apprentice, Rune Library, and raise estates. Okay. So I've thrashed 4 copper. So I've thrashed 3 copper, so I'm not actually behind in thinning by that much, even though they gained all of the raises and I only have 1. Thanks to Necro. Like I'm not behind thanks to Necro, I mean. Like I could just play this, play the gold by province or whatever. So not play it and then play spoils to buy province. Then I've also got a spoils in the I mean province in the shuffle. I kind of already have second gold with Changeling. This is tough. Like, is it too soon for province? I don't think so. Maybe though. Like, I can't reliably province yet. But like, will I ever reach that point? Maybe. I don't think I can ever reliably double province. Like, I guess I could reach that point, but that point, like with Necro. At that point, I would need to Necro Rune Market. And then I wouldn't get to draw with anything, so. I think I'll just province here. And then the question is, do I want... Like these 3 cards are... Not Necro, not Raid, not Marauder, not Hunting Grounds. Like there's an Artificer in there, I think. I've Artificer Gold in like... Copper or whatever, copper I guess. Like 1 copper, 2 copper, 3 copper, yeah. So they're gold, copper, apprentice, artificer, sorry. Guessing that's not great to have. Right, unfortunately drew the Necro, but that's fine. Let's buy province here. Not sure what I'm gonna do here. Might follow suit and trust this raise. Like this changeling, kind of want to have the changeling become something like that's in my discard pile, like either Hunting Grounds or gold, or like probably one of those two. Because Could have it be a necro, but I do have some more. I think I have 2 ruins in here. I'm pretty sure I do. So I kind of want to maybe raise the changeling even. Raise the silver perhaps. So if I raise a 3 cost, then find a ruin, necro prints the ruin. Could also raise the raise. I guess I'll raise. I'll take this to apprentice. Oh, Marauder, right. Kind of forgot about that one. Could play this to buy a 5. Of course I'll just not do that instead. I just gained 2 more necros. I think the necromancers are pretty good here. Like the 3rd in the same turn isn't as good, but still have some coppers of trash, so. I think I'd rather have the changeling be a necro than not. Could invest necro and then changeling 1. They've already got 2 though. Could invest hunting grounds. That might not be the worst. I kind of want to keep this changing for gold still though. I think I will invest in hunting grounds. And then do I play this changeling for necro? I think it's pretty decent. I want to get rid of this. I'm gonna want to get rid of this one soon anyway. So another apprentice doesn't seem like the worst. Probably gonna use first necro to spy, perhaps. I'm not sure. Because just like apprentice this hunting grounds, I guess. That just seems pretty poor though. Good apprentice the necro. The second necro. I think I just want to spy first, see what I draw. Another necro. There's another necro. I think I do. I think I will apprentice this hunting grounds. Don't think masoning here makes much sense. Like if I top like this, I apprentice the hunting grounds, I get to raise the copper probably. I think apprenticing this is better than raising it. Like raising digs deeper, but oh, actually, do I want changeling over? Actually, no, I don't think so. So this Necro can... Oh, now that Necro can hunting grounds? Oh, that might have been a mistake. Like, allowing my opponent to hunting grounds? I guess I can hunting grounds myself, though. Could just... Do I want to apprentice here? Could like apprentice for 3 to gain changeling. And then draw 4. I could top deck changeling, then draw 4. And then probably get to changeling the gold. If I do this. Like I've got 3 cards to draw. Three coins. I think I've got another spoils in there. Alright, so I actually don't even need to play my spoils. That's nice. So do this. Play this to gain a gold, I'm pretty sure. Okay, this hand's pretty bad, but yeah. I think that's alright. I think there's some amount of power pressure with hunting grounds on estates, but we're gonna get to buy hunting grounds actually. I kind of missed that I had mine for money. I thought I had 5. I was thinking about investing in hunting grounds, but like buying it's probably better. And then the question is, do I want the second one as well? I don't think so. I think I'd rather have it invested. Doesn't seem too bad actually. Like trashing them with apprentices seems fine. Don't want too many terminals though. I think trashing it for value is good enough to want one. Oh, this is the downside, right? Let's play hunting grounds here. Try to like find gold. What is strong deck? It seems. So I guess I'm behind because they can reliably province, but I have the I've got an actual copy of Hunting Grounds in my deck still, and I can trash for Duchy. So if I get to province here, then my opponent can't really safely province next turn. And I do, so that's very nice. I drew exactly enough money. So I've seen one province. So there's one more province in these 9 cards. Like I'm thinking about masoning. It seems risky by my opponent because if I just mason here anything into a state, right? As long as I don't hit copper, which I can't. I'm 1 coin short of just getting, like if I had 1 more coin I could just root market for province estates. So if I mason, anything that costs more than 0 is a win. If I spy does something better than this. Alright, so I gain duchy, and I get by this. That seems risky by my opponents, buying province there. Alright, 3-0, looking very good. That's correct, right? Yes. Alright. Alright, welcome to game 4, this is. So Silk Merchant with hostelry, village green as villages. Do some trashing with junk dealer. Keep, alright. Alright, so what do I want? It's like some villages, there's draw, there's like Silk Merchant for draw. I think with 4-3 I might open Silk Merchant silos, but with 3-4 might just do Courtyard over silver, probably. Is there draw to X with library? Not really, right? You can play a bunch of villages and play some poor houses, play this place, and then draw back up with library, but I think I should open Courtyard Silk. I think I need silver to hit 5. So click this lady here. And afterwards, probably get 1 or 2 junk dealers, probably get silos at some point. Then, alright, so probably silos here. Could get a junk dealer, but might as well get junk dealer next turn, I think. Although, I've got Silk Merchant and Courtyard in my next hand. I mean, next 7 cards, that is. I think I will get junk dealer. So I'll be able to Courtyard. And then if I hit junk dealer, like I'm gonna draw 1 out of 6 cards. So 1 in 6 to hit junk dealer. If I do hit, it's great. If I don't, I can just top deck Silk Merchant. And then I'll have probably 4 coins, assuming I don't draw exactly a state. So I have 3 copper and 1 of these cards, assuming I don't hit junk dealer. So if I hit junk dealer, it's great. If I don't hit junk dealer, it's 4/5 to be able to buy silos. Seems decent. And turn after, I'll definitely be able to play my junk dealer, I'm pretty sure. So we're going to draw a copper estate and something else. think I'd rather keep my villager around. So I kind of need to like keep track of like treasure counts for keep. Like treasuring too many coppers with junk dealer perhaps, or like getting silvers. So I did get to draw the copper, so it's good enough, I'd say. I think I will trigger the shuffle, because I'm gonna like draw, like I'm drawing a draw through the shuffle this turn anyway, so might as well just get deeper into the shuffle using silos. I think junk dealer kill an estate. Play Silky. Because if I discard 2 silos, that means my next shuffle will be bigger. Just gonna take slightly longer until I hit my junk dealer again. Like the only actually good card. No, it doesn't matter because I draw one further. I'm also adding 1 card, so no. I do want to discard, I think. Right, so those next 5 cards have 3 coppers, estate, courtyard. I think I don't mind second junk dealer here. Opponent chose to go for displays over second junk dealer. Actually, displays sounds pretty good, like displacing a state into forecast and late game, like displacing stuff into poorhouse. It is terminal though. I think I'd rather get the junk dealer first to get thinner. Well, next I'm gonna play my court. Like I'm gonna discard 3 to silos, then probably play courtyard. There's a history for a single horse now. I guess library village green is a combo. There's no other combos with village green, I'm pretty sure. I guess German village green is also something you can do. I think name village green and any village green draws you draw. Like any village green you skip, you draw nonetheless. I think displacing to gain villages seems pretty good. Yeah, I think taking the terminal Trasher is decent because you can gain villages with it. Again, I'm gonna be pretty over terminal this next shuffle, but my opponent a bit of a whiff. I think I'll top like this Silk Merchant. Cut this into Akit. Turn it into Silk Merchant, then buy a forecast, or I could just like display something into a forecast and then buy a bad card. I think I would rather have Silk Merchant than a courtyard or a silver. Let's check village green over hostelry. This also gives me another villager, which I kind of need. Does opponent discard nothing to silos? Maybe they just had a bunch of estates. Try to find estates, and I have good next turn this thing. Seems pretty decent. Cost me a villager, but I get to have 2 actions. I've got a courtyard and a Silk Merchant and a displacement of these cards, so Next turn of this seems pretty powerful. So now what do I want? Do I still want the second junk dealer, or do I just want another displace? Like I've gotten rid of all my states. This place can like turn coppers into poorhouse or courtyard. I think I don't mind that second junk dealer currently. I can just like displace it in something else later. Maybe thinning coppers isn't that necessary with junk dealer, with silos I mean. Like using junk dealer to do thin coppers isn't that necessary due to silos being on board, but like thinning all of my treasures and getting a bunch of poorhouses seems pretty decent. I guess there's no plus buy, so your like payload's kind of displace based. But like thinning all my coppers to give up to 5 points seems fine. Alright, 4 horses, very nice. Try to find junk dealer, and I did. Good displace merchants into something. I guess I could also just junk deal the merchant, which gives me a villager. Although I do have 2 actions remaining. Kind of like just like getting hostelry, just like my opponent did. Just trash this and displace this. Could even gain a poorhouse. Like poorhouse isn't that bad because you can display something into hostelry, discard all my treasures, play poorhouse for full value thing, even though you drew treasures. Because just silk merchants. Like these 4 cards are 3 coppers and another junk dealer. Guess I will trash the copper nonetheless and just play silk merchant and then displace the other one. Next, I got just more. I just got more money. I think the. Well, I don't think the. Whatchamacallit? Like the villagers is that relevant? Like I've got village green elstree, like 2 villages in my deck and 2 draw cards. You want courtyard? No, I'd probably rather have poorhouse. Maybe I don't even want poorhouse. I think I do though. I guess like I mentioned like being buy short, but like silk merchants get buy, so never mind that. So just getting a bunch of economy with poorhouses does seem pretty decent. We're gonna try to like displace something into silk merchant to get a villager mid-turn perhaps. Like maybe just displace. I guess you can displace horse into silk merchant and just gain the horse back when you get another hostelry. You can also just displace courtyard. Courtyard has like what do we call it? It's been useful, but like isn't as useful anymore. So Sylph got 1 estate. I'm gonna discard this. To play my horses. To try to find coppers to junk deal. I think I do want to junk deal coppers. I think my economy is gonna be poorhouse. I'm just gonna get like play a bunch of silk merchants, play a bunch of poorhouses, like buy a bunch of provinces. Seems pretty decent. So I've got no choke merchants in my deck. Well, no, I've got one choke merchant in my deck, so I kind of want to probably try to displace my silk merchant and then buy a silk merchant to have 3 more copies of it. So if I courtyard here, because I can junk dealer first. Doesn't matter for the amount of copper I can discard. Because if I junk dealer first and then courtyard, I'm going to draw an additional copper because of my discard pile. Gonna finish green first, then displace. I kind of want to discard a bunch of copper to the hostelry. Drop the card. So displace this into hostelry, discard 4 copper. Don't think I want a horse here. I want to play horse, that is. Just wanna. I can use a horse to like trigger shuffle with a bunch of coppers and horses, but that doesn't seem great. So I think I'd rather just buy 3 copies of silk merchant. I want to displace copper into poorhouse at some point in the near future. Not sure yet. Silk merchant is a fun card. So what do I want to accomplish? Probably want to like double displace in the turn at some point. Probably gonna like play some more junk dealers and then probably like displace my junk dealer into a displace at some point. I'm a bit short on action space for this turn, I think. Because I had exact enough last turn and I got 1 additional village, 1 additional villager, but 3 additional terminals. So if I displace a terminal, then I get to play the rest of my terminals. So they displayed estate into horses. I don't think I'm gonna like do the hostelry thing much more. play one more of these. I want to displace courtyard right about now. I think so much is just better than courtyard at this point. Which I think is another copper, yeah. I'm gonna take another hostelry and draw back up to it. Because I can displace horse into hostelry. Then I do get to play all of my terminals. You can also just displace copper into poorhouse here. I kind of want another village, I think. I guess I could displace copper into poorhouse and then buy, like, displace village. I don't want to buy a bunch of poorhouses here, so I kind of need the village, I think. I think I will take it. Let's get rid of courtyard. Might as well take a hostelry here. Could spend a villager here to play this. Could also just find my hostelry first, though. I mean, this gives 4, 6. Like, if I play my poorhouse first and then a copper, I got up to 7. And I kind of want to get double poorhouse displays, I think. I'm gonna just get the displays next turn by displacing junk dealer into displays and then like getting another village this turn, so I only need 6. Could just stop here, not play my horses. Just buy village green double poorhouse. Seems fine. I think I want to get some more silk merchants at some point in the near future, just for some pile pressure, like for the plus buys that it gives. Like, not too worried about points, because like you can display something to gold for 5 points, display something to silver for 5 points. Seems pretty easy to do. Poland is doing some stuff, so they're now also beginning to trash copper. I think I've got 2 left, so they've trashed 2. Good thing is that I can just like mid-turn gain actions by displacing something into silk merchants if I want to, if I need to, I mean. Displays horse, hosiery, alright. So they're like getting a bunch of horses, getting a bunch of draw, but like I'm already drawing deck and still adding to my economy. Seems pretty decent. Right, to see what's in the courtyard. Right. Right, so 1 fewer copper, but they still like it doesn't really matter because I get I get to get this silver. Right. I think I'll just play this because I can just like junk deal the copper. Like my last copper's in my discard pass, I don't need to play these yet. I think I'd rather see what I draw. Might be able to get to do something with displacing horses or like displacing poor houses, gaining poor houses. Something of the like. So I can displace the silk merchant into displace. I think I still have a village down there. Yes, I do. Play hostelry. Place horse into something. Play junk deal, draw the thing, trash copper. So this plays horse into silk merchant. Like top deck one of the silk merchants. Sir, no, there's no way there's a win here. Piles are too high. But got 5 copper still, 1 silver. I have a bunch of money here. It's good to displace horse into hostelry, discard the copper instead. Gives me another village. Kind of need more villages. I'm just going to gain so much in the next turn. So I'll have 12, 13 money. I kind of want to play the silk merchants actually. Oh, I can't really do that. Can I? No. Play 1 and then like spend villagers to get buys to like buy more poor houses and more villages. How to specify displays. Junk dealer into displays. Play the horse. No, it doesn't really quite work out how I wanted to. Perhaps I could have displaced another silk merchant and then gained them. Not sure. No, never mind. I already displaced a silk merchant. So can either junk deal, like displace merchant to like hostelry. Good game for the screen. I'll just displace junk dealer. I think I'd rather do that. Again, hostelry here. Discard this. Do I need more money here? Don't think I do. Got 3 buys. I'm just gonna, because I can take triple hostelry and not deny them from my opponents. Seems kind of fine. My opponent still has a bunch of copper. Kind of like it. So I've got 2 silks in deck, 1 in exile. So if I gain 1 with a displace, 5 is 6 buys. Might be able to pile next turn, but probably won't be able to pile plus points lead. Still not too worried about the points lead though. You can just like displace junk dealer into gold, probably. You can even like displace village greens into something and then buy the village green or gain village green with some other stuff. Perhaps I should get some more displaces. It's opponent charging copper. This opponent still has 4 copper. Like if I have spare buys, I can just like buy coppers for points. But I would need 3 buys at the moment. Could probably like exile my copper at some point to gain a poorhouse. Let's see what happens if I just exile 2 things into Silk Merchant. That would leave me with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Silk Merchants, 6 buys. Which I can't. I've got no way to pile, I don't think. Even without trying to get points lead. So they're doing silver, makes sense. Don't want it in a way for your poor houses, but you do want 5 points that it gains. Because I could try to gain like gold and then exile at end of turn. Like maybe just use it this turn. I don't know. Guess we'll see. I can like exile something into gold, play my poor houses, and then draw the gold. Have a bit more money. Seems kind of fine. Kind of want displays for more. Well, not sure which card is better. Power pressure, whether it's displays or silk merchant. Opponent's taking their time. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. Probably gonna exile junk dealer to gold, exile copper into poorhouse maybe, which would give me 16 coins. Gaining junk dealer. Huh. Did not expect that one. Two village greens. Okay. So the thing I can do is like try to play my village greens for the next turn if I have enough action space. So I'll do this and this. Maybe that was optimistic. I don't know. I think I've got some more villages. Yes, I do. Got a bunch more villages. Displays something. So you can like displays silk into gold and displays. No, I need to so much into the draw. Displays copper into poorhouse. Play silk. Guess I'll just displace this junk dealer into silk. And draw. This card is. Wait, what did I just discard? Oh, that's another silk merchant, right? So if I displace copper into poorhouse, can silk merchant and then twin screen for next turn. Alright. Seems excellent. And I spent the villager to play the poorhouse. Seems worth it. think I'd like spending a village or two, village green next turn. 16 with 4 buys. Could like single province, but like province doesn't really do much. So my opponent has 2 displaces and 3 silks. One. I guess they do. I can't really low, like, so this 2 displaces, 3 silk is 6 gains. But I can like gain more silk merchants and buy more cards that way. Just kind of need to gain some points. I could get 1 province here. Maybe an additional displays. Like province displays silver, perhaps. That's 11 points. 12 points total. So then my opponent would need to score some points to be able to pile out. I don't think I can gain a poorhouse. I think that will give my opponent an out with piling. Opponent still has, yeah, still has 4 copper, so I can't really get that going. Seems fine. And also seems fine. I don't think they can win here. Like, there's no more horses, so like they don't have a lot of overdraw. Like if I had a bunch of overdraw, they could have maybe like done something with display stuff into silk merchants. There's more stuff in silk merchants, like then play all silk merchants to like buy last silk merchant, buy all poorhouses, and then buy points. I'm not sure if they have enough. Well, maybe they have enough draw for that. Like, do they still have 2 courtyards? Oh well. They were just like short a bunch of village facts last turn, I guess. Although they did draw a deck, I'm pretty sure. So, oh, it's my turn. Never mind. Oh, I'll play 1, I guess. Kind of missed that. I don't know, maybe they can pile, not sure. Do you think I could have gotten much more points than this, though? Maybe I should have not displaced stuff into silk merchant that turn. Not entirely sure about poorhouse before copper. I don't know. I guess there's no good way to get rid of your coppers now anymore. Well, they don't have a junk dealer, so yeah, I'm not sure about this poorhouse before playing on. Like I know 1 copper's in the discard at least. They trash another. So now I actually only have 2 coppers left. So a single copper is worth 5 points for me. 2 coppers are worth 10 points for me. So I've played all their silk merchants. They do still have a courtyard, I'm pretty sure. So they could displace something now. Displace into silk merchants. Displace another thing into silk merchants. Play courtyard. Might have the win here actually. Well, displace into silk merchant. Play both silk merchants. I think they have another poorhouse as well. But if they play poorhouse for money, you don't have action space to also play the last silk merchant. Because needs 6 buys. So if they displace 2 things into silk merchants, assuming they draw them with courtyard and then get to play them as well. That's 6 buys. They would need 8 money for that, so exile their silver, right? Yeah, so I don't think they can get there, because if they play their poorhouse for money, which it needs to be able to pile out silk merchant poorhouse, they won't be able to play the last silk merchant anymore for enough gains, because it needs 5 gains for 4 poorhouses and the silk merchant, and then another gain to gain to buy like a silver for 5 points. Right. Okay. So that means my opponent is forced to gain a bunch of points, and then I might be able to pile out and win. Let's see what they do. Although I would like them to do something here. Right, they're doing stuff. Maybe. Oops. It's like they're taking a really long time, I think. I guess it's a difficult board, but like I've been talking about the options a lot, and then like they're still thinking after all that. So, which of course you're you have a right to like think about your turns, of course, but not in excess, I don't think. All right. There we go. All right, so I shall score short game village green. So they have to gain some points here. Single province, all right. Now we get to do some stuff. Need to draw some draw cards. Ooh. Okay. So we've got 4 gains. Get to displace province into gold for 5 points. Yeah, I think like we do have a bunch of like silk merchants down here still. Gonna maybe overestimate the amount of draw my deck had, but don't think by that much. So 1 copper to 2 copper. Let's do this for 5 points. Definitely do this. Could like make this into a copper. And then by like, I've got 12 up to 14. Could buy like bronze silver. I don't think I have much villages next turn, so I might need to get a silk merchant even. Lower the pile. Just for a villager. So I've got 1 more village green in there. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I've got a village green and a hostelry in there. All right, so that should be fine. Don't really need the silk merchant, I don't think, because I can just play village, exile something into silk merchant, and then play my draw. I think I can afford to do this. Not like to discard from exile, thank you very much. So province silver is like silver lowers their points by bunch. could be bad though. I don't know. I think I should have enough draw, but maybe not. Unfortunate though, I think, because there's like 3 more sub merchants in those bottom cards, I think. I only got to play 1 draw card. Maybe I overestimated the amount of draw I had due to horses, but I don't think I played that many horses last turn, did I? One, 2, I guess. Well, because I had 2 horses that I don't have anymore, but. Do it later. Probably gonna have to play the other 2 games on a later date. Because I got plans. I think there's still short gains to be able to pile out. I think if I draw deck, should be able to pile out. That's 5 points for them. I did add a bunch of stop cards to my deck, so probably won't be able to draw anymore, but I might even want to displace Poorhouse into Courtyard to gain 2 draw cards. That does mean I have 1 fewer gain though. I think drawing is more important than gaining at this point in the game. Yeah, I think I probably will display something in the Courtyard. So I've got plenty of actions, I'm pretty sure. Especially if I'm going to gain Silk Merchants mid-turn. So there are tiny points. Losing 2 coins. Alright. So both of us have 2 coppers. Because I actually can't afford to put 2 courtyards in this shuffle, because if I Hostry then displace, I can't actually play my Silk Merchant to like draw because then I won't have any actions left unless I draw a village green off of this hostelry. Then I can play hostelry, village green, displays, courtyards, and then draw on. Although if I displace, and that means I have one fewer action to draw. So then if I I kind of need to like draw into another village if I end up displacing something into courtyard. Like if I hostelry, village green, displace, silk merchant, I would have to draw it's over? Oh, poorhouse. Poorhouse. Whoa. That seems risky. So I think I can't afford to displace. Alright, drew a village, very nice. So I could displace village green to silk merchant. I think I'd rather just play it first. Rather just displace like either province or like silver into silk merchant. Ooh. Villages and draw. Oh. Do I get to win here? Through these places. To turn two things into silk merchants. I think I probably do, right? Do this. This. Right, this. Ooh, all right. Right. Anyway, that's made it. So that was game 4, currently 4-0, and the next game will start right